fire through the new releases that I read in this vlog, with one honorable mention on top. Update for Throne of Nightmares. We are halfway through Throne of Nightmares. If you're a book girly, a romantasy girly, a wanna-be trapped in a library girly, this is definitely, I know she mentioned like this is for the readers. This is definitely the reader's book of this series. You know, all of them have their own like Prince of Sin and female main character that they follow. This one being Lore, who is a librarian, and Sloth, who owns the coolest library in all of the realms and universe. It's perfect. The entire premise, I'm not going to spoil for you, like kind of what this trial is. I know that it mentions trials as a trope, what this trial is, but it's really cool as a reader to be able to experience, because it's like, it just is like giving Page Master nostalgia. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I've been binging it. So that's why I'm 50% in with very little time and updates. I'm excited. I love it. I don't have the physical copy because I ordered a signed copy. So I've been doing a mix of audio and e-reader. I'm literally sitting here listening to the last like 25% of this book and like doing my wedding invitations. The twist that hits you. Wow. Wow. Throne of Nightmares review. I, first of all, am reading this book, or read this book because I just finished, read this book 2 months before I am going to be having my wedding. My partner and I chose to prioritize having children first. So we have 4 kids, and now that we are done having children, we are going to take a moment for ourselves and have a wedding ceremony, and just kind of like celebrate all that we've accomplished to create this family and this life. And reading this right before, I'm like, oh my God, because it's just the last 2% of this book I could reread every day for the rest of my life. I am obsessed with this ending. Obsessed with them, obsessed with the twist the last like 20% of the book throws you through. I love this book more than I thought I was going to. I love the other 2 books, but I love this one so much. So, raving review, 6 stars. You must read it, especially if you enjoyed the first 2. This will be it for you. Where do we go from here? Ignore any weird noise. Slight construction happening in the house. 50% through Kate Golden's Half City. There's something very nostalgic that feels about it. Like, I couldn't put my finger on it, and then I felt like, not Winx the cartoon so much, but like if you remember Winx the TV show, the live action that they made, kind of giving that vibe, except for the love interest isn't a student. And And I guess I don't know. I don't know why it's giving me that vibe because the storyline is definitely different and not at all like that. Maybe if you think like if Winx and Zodiac Academy had a baby and Professor Orion was a demon. I don't know. I love it though. I'm binging it. I will be finishing it really, really quickly. I'm actually finishing it before my Fairy Loot edition of it comes in. So that stinks because I'm so excited to see it. But, you know, I'll see all the character art and stuff when it gets here. Loving it, 50% through. Because it feels so nostalgic, it kind of feels like one of those books that I will end up rereading again later. And I know it's going to be a series, so I'm sure I will anyways. But one of those first books of a series that like really like just captivates you because it feels so homey, even if it's not cozy or, you know, heartwarming or whatever. The Found Family, all these extra characters, I'm in love with them. I'm in love with them. The magic system's cool. Also, I hope that in the future books we get more of the other deviants and like, you know, like more information about them and more maybe characters that are like good deviants. So that would be interesting. Yeah, I think it's going to be a super cool series. I'm very happy that I got the Allurial copy now, because now I have like a copy I can read without like damaging anything, because I'm probably, now that I love the book so much, going to like not want to touch my Fairy Loot edition. All right, so let's go finish it. So first, Graceless Heart. Again, if you like a historical romance, you like this old world, almost Victorian setting for Italy, this is it. I loved it. I want to reread it. I want to annotate it. My favorite book of this series is hands down a series that I'm going to want to live in multiple times throughout my life. And this book is Throne of Nightmares. And again, if you are just a book girly and you're like, I don't know if that series is for me. I started reading book 1. I wasn't super into it. I would say, because they're interconnected and each couple's story is their own, you could read Throne of Nightmares alone. You don't need to know the other stories. While I think it helps, you don't need to know the other stories to be able to read this. But if you need something that's going to drive you to stay within this series, maybe start off hot. I am obsessed with that book. I want 17,000 different copies of it. Please, please send me, if you see special editions of that book, send them all to me. Send me every single one of them, even if they aren't even super crazy. I need 30 different copies of it. Next up was a book that I binge read. I am so stoked for this to be a series and loved it way more than I thought I was going to. And that is Half City by Kate Golden. I have not given a full review of this yet in the vlog, so I'm going to do it now. I can't give a lot of details because I think that I went into this so blind. All I knew was it was an academic setting and it was a demon hunter, female main character, and a demon male main character. That's all I knew. I'm obsessed with this book. If you like an academic setting, you're gonna love this. If you like a romantasy, you're gonna love this. If you like a badass FMC, you're gonna love it. If you like found family, it's for you. I loved this book. Here is my honorable mention. She is so cute. I cannot. I am 25% through this. I don't read a ton of cozy books. I try, okay? And sometimes I get into cozy books, or I get into just like contemporary romance books and just very low stakes books. And a lot of times I get into them and I go, I don't know why I'm reading this. Why am I investing my time? I don't really care. And then I DNF. I was hooked from chapter 1 in this. Again, someone that doesn't read a lot of cozy was hooked from chapter 1 of this. It's got to be her writing style. I have not read Emily Wilde's. I want to. I thought what I'll do is I'll read this during this ending of winter, and then I'll do Emily Wilde's for spring, and kind of move through that series throughout the seasons because they seem so seasonal. And I could be wrong, but I must be the writing style because she hooked me from chapter 1, and there wasn't anything crazy in chapter 1. I was just obsessed with it. I cannot wait to finish it. I am obsessed with the cats. I can't wait to see the character growth of our female main character. Who are these magicians? I want to know. And yeah, again, the plot is not super crazy. There's a little bit of mystery to the plot. There's a little bit of anxiety right now in that first 25% of what's going to happen to her cat shelter. The cats have great personalities. They don't talk. They're just regular ass cats, but they have great personalities. And I love the way that those personalities are described. And they're, if you have a cat, or really if you have any animal, their little personalities around you, and you really get that sense from this. So I'm super intrigued as to where we're going because everything feels so like old London, and then all of a sudden you're like, there's magicians that duel. You're like, what? Who are these magicians? And why are they dueling? And what are they dueling over? And how come they be fucking up a cat shop? That's messed up. I'm really excited to finish this. I will put my review up when I do finish it, but keep an eye out for this. You need to pick this up, even if you're not a cozy reader. If you just want something that is going to feel like you're back in middle school and just in love with the book, it's gonna be this one. Again, how cute. Thanks for coming along on this journey with me. I now need to tackle my TBR. So come back to bully me for my TBR because it is over 100 books long. Please don't tell my husband. And there's so many good books up there that I know are going to be 5-6 stars for me. There's so many books up there that I know are going to be 3 stars for me. I have so many books on my TBR that are so highly rated. So I need to plow through it more. You can come bully me about it. I'll show you what I have. We'll pick some to read. And maybe unhaul a few if they're just not hitting. Bye.